Lamont Roach came out and was talking about his upcoming fight with Tank Davis, and he had some very good words that he was saying about just the vibe and everything he has going into this fight. It's just speaking on a lot of different things, and he just told everybody, "I'm gonna show y'all what it takes to be the new face of boxing." And you know what? I haven't heard a lot of people say that leading up to the fight between Tank Davis and Lamont Roach. And for him to come out and say, "I'm gonna show y'all what it takes to be the new face of boxing," that just lets you know that Lamont Roach has a different mindset. He's a different type of fighter. A lot of people don't really understand, but he's not a guy who's just gonna go in here and lay down and let Tank Davis and whoever just do what they want when it comes to this fight. You know, as far as he's not gonna do what everybody else has done, as far as going in here just getting a paycheck and wanting to leave. It ain't about the money. As far as the money, he's had offers to fight for different people for the same amount of he's getting in this fight, as he said. And he's also had opportunities to fight for a belt or another belt, or even fight for his belt against other champions or ex-champions or guys who's at that level. So he's always available for a top fight, but he wanted to take this fight to let people know that this is not something where he's going in to just show people that, hey, I want to be a big name because I'm fighting Tank Davis. He's going in here to let people know that he's a high level fighter. He wants to become the next face of boxing. He wants to become the new face of boxing. He goes out here and beats Tank Davis. This will be the biggest upset that you can have in boxing right now. And to be honest with you, I don't feel like, to me, I feel like he does have a chance to win this fight because he's a high level fighter. Lamont Roach has never got anything easy. He's always took the toughest fights. Whoever's available in front of him, he always called out the top competition. He's always wanted to fight other people. He was always talking about fighting O'Shaquie Foster before this fight, and whoever else wanted to fight. But for him to say, "I'm gonna show you what it takes to be the new face of boxing," that lets you know the mindset he has. He's not like everyone else. This guy's a high level fighter. What I do like about what he's bringing to the table is he's gonna have that type of style to where he's gonna step to Tank Davis and make him fight. He's not gonna move around the ring. He's gonna do a lot of things similar to what Frank Martin did, but he's not gonna move around and be on the bike as much because of the experience is gonna kick in. And this is a guy that Tank been in the ring with already. And as Tank Davis has said with his own words, Lamont Roach has a lot of skill. He has power, speed, and he can crack. He said that himself, that Lamont Roach has speed, power, and he can crack. So that lets you know that what he knows and what he's felt in the ring with Lamont Roach. And this is going to be a tough fighter. This guy's still a champion. I know he's a 130. I know people have had their thoughts about that. But you got to realize, for this guy to go into this fight, man, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And for him to take this fight, it wasn't about a payday. I know a lot of people keep bringing up that, oh, it's just about a payday. Everything's about a payday these days. So that's nothing really, that's not even necessary to even talk about. Everything is a payday. But it's not the biggest payday that you can ever get. The biggest payday he can ever get is beating Tank Davis and moving on with his career after that. That's what he can get, the biggest payday he can ever get. And it's just the mindset he has going into this. It's a warrior mentality. It actually makes me feel like, and I'm not saying this, if it makes me feel like he does have a chance. Because Lamont Roach, and people will say, "You dumb for saying that." Brother, Eastside Cruz went out there and gave Tank Davis a tough fight. Nobody expected that. I told everybody going into the fight, it's about your mindset going into the fight. Eastside Cruz had a no lose at all type of mindset. He wasn't taking nothing less than a win going into that fight with Tank Davis. Even when you go back and watch it now, Eastside Cruz fought a lot differently in that fight with Tank than he did in his last couple of fights. Last couple of fights, he let it go to the judges. You know, it looked like he was relying on the judges. In this fight in that fight with Tank Davis, he was going out there to try to take the win away from him. And Lamont Roach is going to have that same mentality. He's going to have a lot of people. It's going to be a big build up. This is one of the biggest fights he can make. It's going to be the biggest fight of his career. Regional robbery, DMV robbery. This guy's trying to make things happen. This is somebody he's already been in the ring with, so he knows the mindset that he needs to go against Tank Davis. He's felt his power before, so that's an advantage Lamont Roach. Lamont Roach has had a lot of experience. He's fought different guys coming in his career. He's fought a similar opponent to Tank Davis. So it's a lot of things that he's had that he can add to his arsenal and to motivate him, his mindset, that can change everything as far as his life and the things that can happen over the next couple of years. But Lamont Roach is a very good fighter to not be overlooked. I'm telling you, the guy cannot be overlooked. It's going to take everything that Tank Davis got to get Lamont Roach up out of there. I'm telling y'all, it's going to take everything he has to get Lamont Roach up out of there. Lamont Roach is not going in here to get $30, $20 million and say, I'm done. Let me try to figure out the best fights I can get for the rest of my career based on money and get up out of here. Which he is going to try to get the best fights for money. Let's be real. But the best thing he could do right now to get paid is beating Tank Davis. That's all the focus is right now. He wants to be the new face of boxing. I know people will say that's a long shot or whatever. It only takes one punch. That's it. All it takes is one. And we haven't seen anybody really go for Tank Davis's chin like that. So let's see what Lamont Roach can actually do. And I think he has the mindset right now of a warrior, the can't lose mentality.